As a husband, parent, business owner, and employer, there's one word that I don't want to hear, and it's called but. I'm a mega believer in the possibility of anything. This means there's no limitation to what can be done. If the mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. In making a sentence, you will typically use but to introduce a phrase or clause, contrasting what has previously been said. It's used to indicate the impossibility of anything other than what is being stated. This is exactly what I don't like about but. Impossibility. Everything is possible to them that believe. Here's how my wife would probably use but. I will have made banga soup for you today, but. But what exactly? Why the but? Or any of my kids could say something like, I could have made an A in this subject, but. But what? What was the but for those who made A's? But is an enemy of progress. It's an arch enemy of faith. And once your but gets in the way, faith is shut out. And we all know a life without faith is a life of impossibilities. And a faith-filled life is a life of possibilities. A lot of people practice faith and but. Hence, you see a lack of progress. The man with faith avoids but as much as possible. He's always in the doing mode. This is why we say faith and works. Works is the enforcement unit of faith. Faith and works are the wings of the same bird. A bird can fly with one wing, no matter how strong the wing of faith is. No matter how strong the wing of works is, one wing won't take a bird up. It needs the two wings of faith and works to mount up. Faith and works always go together for the believing achiever. Faith sees the invisible, believes the incredible, and receives the impossible. Faith is essential because it's the only approach to God. He that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Faith is your invitation to let God use you on his own terms. Unfortunately, this is the point most people have a disconnect with their Maker. They say, I love you, Lord. I will see you every Sunday. But you see this part about me letting you use me on your own terms? It won't work. We trust God, but we don't trust him enough, or we don't trust him all the time. Your but is in the way. The truth is that there has never been a time for us to have faith in God than a time like this. But the sad reality is that we are witnessing an unprecedented time of buts. The tougher life is, the more buts we invent. I wanted to start a business, but the economy is not good. I wanted to apply for an American visa, but Donald Trump has come. I wanted to, but. Stop letting your buts affect your works. I want to is the beginning of faith. Then your but steps in and stops your works. If the economy is bad, your purchase price should determine your selling price. No buts. Once your buts set in, you can no longer see faith. You can no longer imagine a thing. You can no longer dream. Faith sees dreams. Your but sees obstacles. Do you know that miracles happen when you make a clear decision without respect to your but? Act in faith today and you will see all obstacles before you turn to stepping stones. For too long, we have emphasized faith without works. This is what some churches are preaching, but the very phrase, act in faith, connotes action. Action is works. Don't just fold your hands and die in self-pity when you can do something. Do something. Do anything. God will meet you at the point of your action. The idea might not be fully formed, The vision is not really clear. Launch out. As you start it, it will become clearer. In Luke 5, verses 4 to 5, Jesus, after teaching from a boat, tells Simon Peter to launch out into the deep and let down their nets. Peter and the other fishermen had not caught anything all night, so it was akin to a bad economic situation, a bad government situation, a bad family situation, a bad job situation, a bad marriage situation. It was a situation that affected everyone equally. Hence, it was a good opportunity for Peter to say, Master, but we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Listen to what he said very carefully, and you'll see a statement of faith which opens up a door of opportunities. Remember, I earlier said, but is used to indicate the impossibility of anything other than what is being stated. Once but comes in, faith goes out. So what did Peter say? Master, we have toiled all night and have taken nothing. He used the word and implies possibilities, and implies addition, and implies there's room for improvement. It implies, God, you can have your way. Nevertheless, gosh, I love this word so much. Nevertheless, in spite of what I see, notwithstanding what has happened, all the same, nonetheless, all words of possibilities, words that provoke miracles, words that motivate and inspire. Nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the nets. It doesn't matter what has happened. It doesn't matter what they said. It doesn't matter what Tinubu did or didn't do. It doesn't matter what Trump said or didn't say. It doesn't matter what your husband did or didn't do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your boss said or didn't say. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is your word, O Lord. His word. Your faith, your actions, all anchored on His word. Not on what you see, hear, or feel. It's all about His word. It is you saying, Lord, have your way in my life. This is the beginning of a life of possibilities. If you let God use you on His own terms, you will not only see what He can do for you. Faith and works opens you up to a life of unlimited possibilities. If only you can get your butt out of the way. God bless you all.